Alright, what's up YouTube? Today I'm going to be getting started on my skid plate for my car. My car's not lowered yet, but soon it will be. I'm going to get some coilovers probably within the next month or so, maybe a little longer than that, we'll see. So I didn't really want to spend a bunch of money on a piece of metal, and the company I used to work at a while back was throwing away this thing. And right now I just kind of use it as a stand. I got my little vise on there. I usually weld stuff on it, but I'm going to cut it apart with an angle grinder and use this main big plate of steel. Probably time for a new wheel. Alright, there it is. Here we go. Okay. Let's attach this. I dropped one of them. I don't know where it went. Anyway, these are 17s. Little heat shield. I'll take this off. This is super nasty. Okay, so I think I'm going to want to get some longer ones of these. These just came right out of here where that heat shield was going in. Finally got this off. So I got this piece, and this is the big piece. We're going to weld those kind of together, make a plate. Alright, so I ground these down pretty good just to get all the paint off so the welds they hold better. Okay, so this is kind of how this is going to work. I'm going to tack this up and see if I can kind of just test fit it. Got my Longevity Home Depot welder. Got it tacked up. Let's see how she fits. Alright, so I got my holes marked out. Now I'm going to drill them. So I'm drilling these pilot holes with what I think is a wood drill bit, but it's doing mad work. So I think this is actually supposed to be a metal bit. Oh. Alright, so I got these two holes drilled. Okay, so I went to test fit this thing, and this whole corner was hitting against something, so I just cut it off. Alright, so test fit went well. This thing's not fully secured yet, but that's kind of how it's going to sit in here. And I think that's going to do just fine. I'm going to try to use this thing again, see if it works. It turns on, so we'll see how she goes. This is the piece. Go in there like that. Well, I made it through the cut. However, started smoking again. And that's about how fast it runs, so that's probably it for this thing. I'm going to keep trying to use it until it just doesn't turn on. But I mean, I could smell it burning. It's pretty nasty. It took a long time to cut through this thing. Either way, I'm going to weld that onto here. Okay, so I'm drilling these holes all the way through now. Through this piece. Okay, so I got both those holes drilled. These are how the bolts go in. The reason those holes are there is because they, there's all that, just the oil pipe, or the oil return line from the turbo that sits like right in here. So this is going to help get around that. Okay, so I got that all welded on that top piece. And then I had to do the one all down in this corner and then on the other side. Fuck! So this thing you can only run it for so long, and then it will have a fault. It's just to keep you from overheating it, because it's kind of a piece. I had like from here over to do left, because I did like 3 passes. I did like one on the bottom, one on the top, and then like one like just fat one in between, because I don't want this thing to go anywhere. I think we're done. Okay, so I've let this thing sit for a couple hours, and I'm going to try to knock these tacks off. Okay, so under the car I went to just test fit this thing, and like I said earlier, the oil line comes up through right here, and I forgot to leave enough space here, so I need to cut this thing down a little bit to about here to allow that to go up through. Alright, so I cut that off, ground it all down. Now I'm going to go try and put it under the car again to see how it fits. Alright, so I got it on, and I think it's good just like that. So that's those 2 bolts up there. But I'm going to have to take this out now. It was really hard to get in. But I need to take it out now because I want to drill like a big hole in it, like here. So every time I do an oil change, I don't have to take this thing off. I'm going to try and cut it with the jigsaw. Okay, so the jigsaw's actually kind of working. I just drilled some holes, and I cut that one almost all the way, and I'm just going to connect the 3 holes, and that's probably going to be what it is. So that's 2 lines cut. I don't know how I'm going to do that one, because there's that whole thick weld on the other side, so I'll probably start it with an angle grinder. What I ended up doing down here was, since there's all this weld down here, I just kept drilling holes. I drilled like probably 6 of them across here, and then it was like pretty much out, and I just like whacked it with a hammer until it came out. Okay, so I got this hole carved in there. It's pretty ugly, but you're never gonna see it. Now I'm just kind of sanding it out with my teeth. Alright, so this thing's done. I am gonna throw a quick coat of paint on it, because I know it's going to get scratched up anyway. That's the point, but I don't want it to like get super rusty. So I'm going to try out this caliper paint again. Okay, so I got this thing all painted. I'm just going to pull my car in real quick and then throw that thing on there. Alright, so I got all that on, and looks like I may have missed the oil drain plug, but actually, I mean, I might be able to still get it, but I should more realistically put a hole down here in the bottom anyway. I'll do that another time. I just did an oil change, so I'm going to leave it alone for a while and see how it holds up. It feels really solid, so I'm happy with it.